Staffing shortages at schools across the country are contributing to a rise in virtual instruction programs. Right now, the Chicago-based system, Elevate K-12, is looking to hire 1,000 teachers. It brings live-streamed instructors to in-person classrooms in 20 states. Elevate's founder, Shelly Baranwal, is here with us this morning. We're also joined by Candace Bowie-Walston, one of Elevate's coaches, and a former assistant principal at CPS. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
So, Shelly, tell us how Elevate works. What is this concept?
So, the problem that we solve is the national teacher shortage. What that means is that there are thousands of schools currently operating and hundreds and thousands of classrooms operating without a teacher in the classroom because the teacher does not exist in the zip code of where the school is. Now, that doesn't mean that there is a national teacher supply problem in the country. It's a geographic arbitrage problem. So the teacher, like she, might be in Chicago, but the kids need the services in Texas. So what we do is we have completely rethought the category of how schools work, and the teacher can now work from home and live stream into a classroom within a school to provide instruction to the students. So think of it like SoulCycle merging with Peloton. So all the kids are sitting on the hardware and the teacher is in front of the classroom, with the purpose being that the kids now get taught by a high quality certified teacher and don't just have to look into a software.
And this was something that you launched pre-pandemic.
I did, yeah. So we actually launched it around 2015. The teacher shortage problem was not created by the pandemic. The pandemic accelerated the teacher shortage problem and also got the acceptance for live streaming instruction across the school districts. So let's say a school district in a rural part of the state initially would be very cautious about the concept of live teaching, but now they're very open-minded. So from a market adoption cycle, the school districts are ready to rethink their human capital strategy, that this is the way how schools are working and may work in the future.
So, Candace, what made you make the jump over to Elevate K-12, and how has the transition been for you?
Well, I actually resigned from the traditional school system because my daughter cried every single day when I was an assistant principal, that the hours was very demanding. So I want to be at home with my kids a lot. And found Elevate K-12 because education is in my bone. I always loved teaching. So being at home not able to teach, it was something that was missing. When I found Elevate K-12, I found that system, and I have always said that that system have provided me a platform to do what I do best, which is teaching. So I have been really loving it. I've been with the company for 3 years now, and this year I became a coach where I could actually work with a teacher to provide higher qualification of education.
Shelly, what has been the feedback that you're hearing from parents and students, and how do you deal with the fact that you have teachers who are teaching kids in other cities and may not be familiar with their specific environments where they're coming from?
Right. So let me answer your last question first. So school districts and schools have to really rethink how classrooms work. The traditional model of a single teacher in the classroom is changing, like how Uber, DoorDash, and all of these companies change the way we live life and do a lot of things. So it's now starting to be a co-teaching model. So what that means is that the only thing that the school has to do is provide us with a classroom and a paraprofessional in the classroom, and the teacher who's actually the certified teacher teaching may not be in the zip code. And the paraprofessional then coordinates with our certified teachers, and our technology is built to adapt and actually enhance the experience there. And that dual co-teaching model is how this works. Now, coming to your first question about how do parents and students take it, seriously, for a parent, it's the same experience because your child is going to school, and let's say most of their classes are with regular teachers who are face-to-face, but the school couldn't find a Spanish teacher or a calculus teacher or a computer science teacher. So those periods in classes are now taught by our certified live streaming teacher. Now, this particular teacher will have a similar interaction with the parents, parent-teacher conferences that can be virtual. From a student perspective, these kids are digital natives. They actually adapt more to an online modality than they would be to a face-to-face. But like any classroom, you'll always have a percentage of kids for which this format will really work, but there will be a certain fraction of kids for whom this format may not work. Our job as a company is to make sure that we invest in the right things to ensure that our service gets as close to a great classroom experience as possible.
All right, and really quickly, last
Yeah.
thing, you're hiring 1,000 teachers. What's the process?
Oh
look
yeah,
like?
so we are hiring 1,000 teachers or more than that. The 1,000
All
teachers
over the country?
All over the country. They can be in Hawaii, they can be Alaska, they could be American teachers, you know what, in Africa or Mexico, but they need to have an American teaching certification. They can go to our website, go to the careers page, and all our job listings are there.
All right. Shelley and Candace, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You can find more information on Elevate K-12 at their website, elevatek12.com. You can also find them across social media platforms at Elevate K-12. Hi, Tim.